Hey everyone, so by now you've probably heard about the NPC meme and the rather hilarious news that Twitter has banned accounts posting this meme in an attempt to crush it before it grows anymore. So for anyone unaware, the NPC meme is basically this face used to compare leftists and social justice warriors to NPCs from video games. NPC meaning non-playable character, of course. And these NPCs usually repeat the same thing over and over, usually to the annoyance of the person playing the game. If you remember this lady who says, "Where did you learn to fly?" you'll know exactly what I mean. Now, okay, this wasn't really an actual character from the game, Cybermorph, by the way, but it was one of the most obnoxious things in a game, and it kept repeating this phrase every time you bumped into something. Do not go play Cybermorph, by the way. Trust me, it's terrible, but I digress. This meme was used to ridicule and quite frankly accurately describe those SJW types that you hear repeating the same slogan ad nauseum. We have all seen them interact with someone attempting to make an argument, and then they begin mindlessly chanting, "Hey, hey, ho, ho, so-and-so has to go," or "hate speech is not free speech," and that's all they say over and over again in unison. And instead of acting as a rational thinking human being, they are clearly suffering from severe groupthink and like to pretend that these empty slogans are a form of intellectual thought. Well, like I said, this NPC meme was a shockingly accurate depiction of their behavior, pre-programmed, unchanging, and completely devoid of critical thinking. Now here's the problem with the left. They don't know how to meme. I know a lot of people have said that before, but I sat here for about 5 minutes and thought of a way leftists could use this meme. You could throw it back at Trump supporters, for example. They think taxes are bad, yet tariffs are fantastic. Spending needs to be lowered, yet the new budget is nearly $800 billion. They want minimal intrusion from government entities, yet Trump's pick for the Federal Reserve chairperson is as interventionist as you can find. There are ways they could utilize the meme to throw it back at the typical right-wing person, but what do? Instead of at least attempting to stand on any sort of intellectual ground, they run to the executives of social media platforms to have it banned. This is part of the reason why people say the left can't meme, although true, I like to say that they can't think for themselves. But not only this, they fail to realize the irony here. By clamoring to get this meme banned, they've actually proved the point of those who use the meme. These leftists have illustrated that the characterization this NPC meme is making is completely accurate. They do not think for themselves. They exist in an echo chamber, and in fact they seem quite happy and comfortable to live in this echo chamber. Furthermore, these SJWs need to realize that they hurt themselves far more than they help themselves. Does the media attention the NPC meme is now getting decrease or increase the exposure it will get? Ironically, it will increase the exposure it receives. The more you try and ban something, the more savory it becomes for people to look into. Human beings are naturally inclined to be inquisitive. We want to put social, political, and philosophical puzzle pieces together. But if you are going to try and bury something, it is inevitable that more articles are going to be written about it, and more people will spread it around, and more people will speak on that topic. I am actually a good example of this. I didn't really know much about this NPC meme until I read that it was being banned left and right on Twitter. It was only until I heard about that my interest was piqued. I knew there was something significant here, and I wanted to find out what it was. Same thing can be said about a book, for example. If I show you a boring-looking book with a mundane cover, you probably won't be that interested, but the moment I tell you that that book was banned in 30 countries, that book will immediately become far more enticing to you, and you are going to want to know what the hell is in that book and why did it elicit such a reaction. So anyway, this is all just entertaining to me. Leftists and SJWs remind me of someone who, despite desperately swinging their fists to defend themselves, they always seem to end up just punching themselves in the head. But that's all for now. Thanks, and like and subscribe and all that junk. So long.